Welcome to the Empowered Podcast with Deanna Merlino, an all-encompassing personal development show where I will be sharing with you just how to transform yourself into the best version of you, both inside and out. From wellness, entrepreneurship, spirituality, and manifestation, I'll be showing you exactly how to live your best life. I will be keeping it as real and raw as it gets. So get ready to peel back the layers and really transform yourself under the surface. Because nothing is better than finding your purpose and living this life as your true, authentic self. Hello, Empowered fam. It feels so good to be with you all here today. We just kicked off the third year of retreat season for Empowered Collective with Britt and I, and I'm just honored and blessed. I really took last night to reflect and clear my energy and just take a moment to breathe after leading 9 other incredible women who were open and raw and vulnerable, and they connected so deeply. I feel like this was the deepest our guest connected, and just holding space for a women's circle like that was so beautiful. And this episode is actually not all about the retreat, so I don't want to get too caught up in it, but I'm just blessed and grateful. I mean, this was retreat 6 with Britt and 8 for me in total. We have 2 more planned for the year. It's just so wild to me. I remember when this was a pipe dream, and now here we are 3 years later, and so many incredible souls later, and seeing so many of them fly and evolve and heal and shift and show up for the collective with their gifts, and even several of them hosting their own retreats now. Like, truly, it's just really been amazing. Yeah. So I am just, what is one thing that you're grateful for today? I would love for you to reflect on that. Right now, I have the windows open. So, actually, in advance, I apologize if you hear all the things, but spring is in full swing. So, I wanted to have the windows open. I'm having leftover cacao from the retreat, and I have a candle going, and it's warm and cozy, and life just feels so good. I was actually so exhausted about 30 minutes ago. I was like, there's no way I'm going to record this podcast today. But I actually didn't release a podcast for Monday. If you're someone who is subscribed and you listen every Monday, I'm sorry. But I was like, I'm not going to force it. I am going to listen to my body. And when I have some energy, I'll come back to life and record. So I poured some cacao and sat outside with a book in the sun, and I am rejuvenated and ready to go. You know how it is such a blessing that I take off every Monday for my business to get myself set up for the rest of the week as it is. But I made sure like today was going to have nothing on my schedule so I could just fully listen to my body and get back into check with myself. And really, it's just such a blessing. Like, I hope more than anything, I am forever your permission slip, forever your motivation to build the life of your dreams. It's a big part of why I do what I do, because I commit to going first. And I remember there was a time when I would have had to clock in and out and go to a job and be miserable and have, to ask for time off from a boss and likely not get it, or just literally not ask because you just know that it's not the thing. And I never have to do that again. And I never would have gotten here fully living life on my own time and schedule if I didn't do the scary thing and take the leap years ago. So maybe that's leaving a job. Maybe that's finding a better job and more alignment. Or maybe that's just making sure that your career is something that truly, genuinely lights you up, not something that your family told you to get or society told you to get, or you went to school for it because you felt like you were forced into the timeline and had to choose, or you're doing it just for the paycheck. Like, truly, money will always come, even more so when you do the thing that fills you with joy. So I guess that's my little rant for the day for today. But I'm going to keep today's episode short and sweet. This is something that I meant to share like a long time ago, but it has just been coming up so frequently. So I really wanted to share. And I did an episode a while back talking about how I protect my energy when I'm like going places. It was the episode where I had gone to Denver and the energy wasn't great. And I like to wrap myself in an energy bubble. And I was telling you all how to do that. Back when I launched her, I went there to do a speaking event for my book. And I want to take it a step further. This is something that I do all the time. And I just want to remind you that we are all one. Literally, we are all connected in this beautiful tapestry of life. We all weave this giant tapestry and we all make it come together perfectly. The good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. All of us are serving our purpose, and the tapestry would not be what it was without that missing piece. And so when it like, if that's the reason why you're going to do this, amazing. Or maybe it's not, but I just want to share that everything you wish on other people, good, bad, or ugly, you are wishing it on yourself. And so, especially, I do it all the time, but like now that I'm more mindful of how incredible and blessed I am in life and grateful I am for it, I make sure to do this even more so. Like, this is one of the reasons why it's so important to be abundant financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because the more you have, the more you can give, right? The less you have, the less you can give. And so when we're in it, we like just don't we barely see outside of the four walls that are caving in around us. And so what I do is when I see anyone, like for example, it doesn't have to be an extreme. I definitely do it in extreme cases, but like I'll be going to the grocery store and I always drive past this. I don't know the proper terminology right now. I'm sorry, my brain's off, but this elderly home. And I will see the cutest little elderly people taking their strolls and their backs are all bent over and maybe they're disabled, whatever it is. And I take a moment and I just visualize wrapping them in the most unconditional pink love bubble of energy. And if I am like really mindfully in the moment, I will even take it a step further and say something along the lines of, I am wishing you so much health and happiness and joy and peace and love and harmony in your life. And for me, as a healer, I know how to work with the different color rays and I will, incorporate the different colors. But really, just like we can just keep it to pink to keep it simple. That is the unconditional love. Or white energy is, the divine, pure source creator God. Whoever your higher power is. And so pink and white are really great colors to work with. So is gold. But essentially, I just visualize wrapping them in this healing energy, fully infusing them with this energy, filling every bit of their body from head to toe with this energy. And I'm wishing them all the best. And there's other times where I see something really sad, right? Like, I don't know. I get really heartbroken when I see super young, very homeless kids. Like it breaks my heart when I'm like, how did you get here? How did this happen? But that really breaks my heart. Or if I see even a dead animal on the side of the road, I take a moment to visualize it wrapped in white energy. And I say something along the lines of making sure that their soul was sent on back into the light. You can do this with so much. You can do this with your food to cleanse your food, your water to cleanse your water. But really, the focus of this episode, and that's something that I teach my clients how to do in one-on-one coaching, but really just blessing people, anyone and everyone. Bless as many people as you can, because again, we're all connected. I have a little task. That's not the word I'm looking for. I have a little challenge. Forgive me, a challenge for you today. Really embracing this very true belief, the law of one, the law of oneness, that we are all connected. Something that I like to do to see how well I can do, how far I've come along, is going to Walmart whenever I have to get something from Walmart. I don't go there often, but it's close to the house. So sometimes I do. And I do my very best not to judge a single person. If there's something that I would want to judge, I immediately just do that where I'm sending them love and light, sending you peace and prosperity, sending you healing and love and harmony and freedom and all the things. We are all just different fractal pieces of Source Creator God, all on our divine path, all on our own timeline, all on our own, here for our own purpose, here to experience our own experience. We are all here for Source Creator God to experience Himself in human form. We are all expressions of Source Creator God, some closer to the light and some further away from the light, right? They really drifted away from Source Creator God, but all of it is divinely purposeful. And so when we want to judge someone most, I send them love and light. I send them peace and hope and joy and love. And if we all just did that a little more, maybe they would get higher on their path, closer to their path to coming back into connection and relationship with Source Creator God. It's, when we feel powerless in what's going on in the world and the things that we are seeing, take a moment to do this. We can't stop things from happening. And I very much recommend that everyone stays in their light, stays in their power. These dark things happen as a means to pull us away from our power, to take our power away, to close our hearts off, to shut down our power. So stay in your power. But when you do want to take action and you feel like there's not much I can do this. Just wrap places, people, and things in light. I was doing this all weekend long at the retreat on top of doing this energetic work for the guest, obviously, but I love getting to spend time in nature. And I am doing this even for the animals. Like, just do this. Do this for one day. Do this for 1 week. It will change you. When you begin to see from different eyes and you begin to commit to sending good to the world instead of judgment, instead of doubt, instead of fear, instead of shame, instead of just not understanding. It's not your path to understand everything. It's their path. It's their journey. But you can send love and light to everyone going through whatever they're going through, whatever expression they're going through, being whomever they're going through, right? At bare minimum, and this is so powerful, just have acceptance for however they're carrying on. This can apply to people in your life, whatever they're going through, not because you're like, yes, I love your behavior, but because you are acknowledging that they are being who they're supposed to be in this moment on that path. And even if it's out of alignment for them, as it is for many, it is still serving them and serving all of us in some way, shape, or form. Okay. That's all I wanted to share today. It's just been coming up heavy. And I would love if you let me know if this episode resonated with you. Share it on Instagram, tag me, share it to a friend who needs to hear this. DM me about it. I would love your insight. And if you have not, I've been getting more and more, so I love this. If you have not, take a moment to review the podcast. It would be amazing. I would be so appreciative of it. It allows me to reach more and more people. And it also just truly allows my show to grow. And that means a lot to me. So do that, screenshot it first, send me an email to the email that is in the show notes, and I will send you my 8-step manifesting process, a little like e-journal, and it'll be a win-win for both of us. Okay. I love you all so much. I hope you have the best day, the best week, and I will see you next time on the Empowered with Deanna Merlino podcast. Thank you all so much for listening to today's episode. If you want to dive deeper in with me, you can follow me on Instagram at theempoweredcoach333. You can also check out everything I have to offer on my website, which is deannamerlino.com. Whatever platform you are listening on, do your girl a favor and please rate and subscribe. This means so much to me and is going to help the show grow and reach so many other people. I am so grateful that you are here with me on this journey of growth and self-empowerment. I cannot say that it will always be easy, but I do promise that it will always be worth it. Stick with me and let's start living as the version of ourselves that we were truly meant to be, because the world is waiting on your gifts and you deserve to live the life of your wildest dreams and beyond. So friends, let's get empowered.